Hey everybody, this is Nic Chaillan, the former Air Force and Space Force Chief Software Officer. I'm also the founder of AskSage. Today we wanted to do a deep dive on the new features of AskSage because we keep releasing 5 times a day and there's a lot to cover, so let's get started. Alright, so as you know, AskSage is agnostic to the large language model. It's super important not to get locked into Google, Microsoft, or anybody else, so we support both commercial options like Azure, OpenAI, Google Bard, and also Claude 2 and Cohere, but also open source models as well. We also are now multimodal as we support DALL-E and Whisper, which enables speech-to-text capabilities. As you can see, we can ingest a lot of different type of files, PDF, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and so on, all the way to videos and audio to do speech-to-text as well. We also built a rules enforcement capability to decide what topic the user should not be able to talk about, and that prevents the user from asking those questions and the bot answering them. We have now also integrated with dozens of databases and data lakes, things like GitHub and GitLab, all the way to MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB, Elastic, SharePoint, and Oracle, and so many others. Alright, so a couple of features that we have now here in the new interface. As you can see, I can attach file, and if I do that, I'm going to pick a file here, and I'm going to pick a one-pager for AskSage, and I could say something like describe what the content is about, and I'm going to be able to send that, and the bot now is going to be receiving the file, extracting the file. We have different PDF options to also OCR and read the text, and now we got the text. Is giving us first the entire metadata with the entire text that was detected inside of the PDF, and then it gave us the nice description based on that document attached as well. Another feature that we have built as well is our Live Plus feature, where I can ask a question, and he's going to go and pull the Bing results and get the first 2 results and summarize those web pages and go grab all that content with our web crawler, summarize it, aggregate it, and give you a holistic response of the top 2 results plus the top 10 results coming from Bing without the summarization, and also the existing data set that you may have about that topic, and aggregate all that and give you a full summary. As you can see, it's always showing you the references, so you know where that came from, so you know it's not a black box. Now, another feature that we released is our DALL-E feature, and we're going to be supporting DALL-E 3 when it comes on Azure OpenAI, but now you can generate images, and you could do something like a picture of an owl on a spaceship, and let's see what we get. Alright, as you can see, definitely DALL-E is not 2 is not that great. You know, we used it to generate the AskSage logo, but it took about 4 hours. Sadly, DALL-E 3 is going to be a game changer, so we can wait for that as well. Another feature that we have is the ability to search into data sets. So I could say, show me all results regarding helicopters in dataset NDAA 2023. And what this is going to do is extract, first generate the query. To do that, we got the GraphQL query, and it's going to now get all the results in real time. So that's a way to be able to grab results from your data set and then follow up with another question, something like summarize from the content above everything related to helicopters. And I'm going to use GPT-4 here. Alright, so now you got a nice, neat summary of all these different changes from Congress in the different helicopter-related programs from the NDAA 2023. You can delete a response if you want to clean your chat and you want to follow up, or you can edit the last prompt that you did if you want to change that prompt if you don't like it, or you can delete it as well. And of course you can copy as well here with the little copy button here. In your account now, we have added a lot of different features. We have a new feature to actually track organizations and be able to manage tokens. So if you have a team, you can decide, how many tokens they're going to have. You can also see their prompts and track what they're doing. So as an organization, you can manage your transparency and visibility of the usage of Asage as well. You can manage your API keys here, and of course see the data set that you have assigned, and where you're connecting from, and you're able also to customize a little bit of context about you to help the bot answer better questions that you may be asking. We also have now multiple options when it comes to hosting. We can deploy Asage inside of your cloud, on-premise, disconnected, air-gapped, on secret, top secret fabric. We can also host it in different regions. We have a region in France, in Germany, in the UK, in Japan, in Australia and Canada, of course on top of the US. So lots of options as well. We also have a lot of new comments here to manage and handle data sets. So you can, of course, add a data set, delete it, assign it to another user in your team, see all your data set, and, of course, train it. And so those are, of course, available also for your teams to be able to share data sets. So you can control need to know and access control based on the data owner assigning it to other users as well. So we also have now an option to embed Asage inside of your website. So we have a feature for that for a bot account. So now you have the ability to decide how many tokens you provide to that bot account, and you can limit per IP for users that don't have an account that just connect to that public chatbot to ask questions, and limit the consumption of tokens there. And then, of course, you can now train the bot and have different data sets and embed that inside of your website to create a chatbot right embedded into your website. So when it comes to file ingest, now we have a lot of different files we support on top of the traditional PowerPoint, Word, Excel, PDF, and so on. We can also now do OCR recognition for scanned PDF, for example. But you also see zip files, so you can now send a bunch of PDF or a bunch of Excel files, and that's an option to do it in bulk. You can also now support MP4 and all the video and audio files to be able to do speech to text and be able to then gather that text from those videos and audio files as well. Another great news is also the release of our Python API client. So you can now use the Python client to query all our APIs, and we have quite a lot of them. You can, of course, do pretty much every feature from managing your data sets to querying with a file, and tapping the plugins and seeing the different personas and plugins and data set, all trying to train the bot, all the way to ingesting files, and of course counting your available tokens as well. So you may have missed it, but we have quite a lot of different models now. And again, if you have specific models you want us to host, we can do that too. We have Llama 2 now on Azure, on Amazon Gov. We have Flanty 5 and so on. But based on your use case, we can give you access to different LLMs. And of course, someone has to pay for those GPUs, but we have the ability and the flexibility to deploy pretty much any model on Asage today. So of course you want to check out our different videos. We have released this video here about how did we automate our ATO package and Freedom High package from 6 months to 7 weeks to do our NIST 853 controls, but we also did our entire Freedom High package in a week. We have these videos about RFPs and how to respond to RFPs, and we went from 5 days for us to 32 minutes. We have this video to explain how to train data and understand token window. This one is about tapping into real-time data using our Postgres and database plugins. This one is about supercharging software development teams and turning velocity to 35x. This one is our case study on veterans and how we automated and took down a 3-year backlog down to 0 in a month for $4,000 of tokens, streamlining the entire medical claims process. We have this RFP response grading for the organizations that are putting out bids to bid on. Those are helping you don't select the right companies to use for your work. We have this video about human resources and how to vet candidates as well using generative AI. Here's an example of our Postgres plugin where I could say something as simple as show me my top 5 customers in September 23 consuming the most tokens with first name and country. And so as you'll see here, what's incredible is that the bot knows the tables and fields, and it's able to effectively write the query for me. And here it was able to do that with no issue. Even with complex query, if it doesn't work out, we ask it to self-reflect and fix its own mistake, which it does. And so that enables us to connect pretty much any system with another system. System A talking to API B, System B talking to System A, two APIs talking to each other. We can completely streamline the glue code and remove all those developer errors by the bot writing the code to connect to APIs and to connect to databases, to pull data, aggregate it, do something with it. So that's a game changer. So see, first step here is getting that query done. Second step is getting the results, and then third step is to convert it to a nice neat table so you can see effectively what's going on. So again, that's a game changer. You can effectively open the door to proper data analytics without having humans doing dashboards and writing queries. It's all completely automated. All right, I hope this was helpful. Wanted to thank you again. We have now 8,500 government teams and 1,700 companies using AdSage. A game changer, great velocity increase. If you have any questions, join us on Discord on this link, or send us an email at sales@adsage.ai. See you soon.